Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rick here, coming at you with another weekly roundup of theme park news, rumors, and opinions. Before I get to the news, if you're watching this on Sunday, September 10th at 4:25 p.m., I will be live on my football channel, RixFlix, link in the description box. It's a watch party for the Dolphins-Chargers game. Hang out and chat with me during the game over there on RixFlix. And now, on to the actual news. Disney World will have pass holder previews for Epcot's Journey of Water. The new walkthrough attraction is set to officially open on October 16th in the World Nature area of Epcot. Pass holder previews are scheduled for September 24th through September 29th and October 1st through October 4th. Pre-registration is not required to attend the previews, but pass holders will need to have a park reservation at Epcot on the days of the preview for the walkthrough attraction. Pass holders who enter the park after 2 p.m. without a reservation or visitors who have a reservation for a different park will not be eligible for a preview that day. Check-in for the preview will be located at the entrance of Journey of Water, which is located across from the Coral Reef restaurant. And now, more Disney news. And this news is kind of a big deal for Disney. Disney has revealed plans to revamp several of its Disney World attractions, as well as reimagine Dino Land at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The Epcot part of the news is that a Moana meet and greet will debut when Journey of Water opens at Epcot. It will be located in a dedicated spot near the Journey of Water walkthrough attraction. A Figment character interaction is debuting, I think today, in the Imagination Pavilion. Aja, I think that's how you say it, a character from Disney's upcoming animated film Wish, will be appearing soon. Also at Epcot, the park's new nighttime spectacular called Luminous, the Symphony of Us, is scheduled to start on December 5th. Oh, I have another thing for Epcot. Hold on. It just keeps coming. Disney also said that Test Track will be revamped. The revamped version of the ride will take inspiration from the original World of Motion. But wait, that is not all with Epcot. I keep trying to end Epcot too early. One last thing I want to say about Epcot is that the World Celebration Neighborhood opens in December. And now we can move on over to Animal Kingdom. Disney shared early plans to reimagine the Dino Land area of the park. It has been revealed that the area will be transformed into a tropical themed land, taking inspiration from South America and Central America. Hints were dropped that the reimagined land could be tied to Encanto and Indiana Jones. Not official, they're dropping little hints. Also at Animal Kingdom, the Tree of Life will drop the It's Tough to Be a Bug show in favor of a new show that features characters from Zootopia. Now, regarding the Magic Kingdom, Disney plans to reimagine Country Bear Jamboree with new songs this year. The updated version will pay tribute to classical music reviews in Nashville. Magic Kingdom will also get a new tavern near the Pirates of Caribbean, and the much-anticipated Hatbox Ghost will appear in the Haunted Mansion attraction in late November. And finally, at Disney's Hollywood Studios, Star Tours will get a new addition with Osaka coming aboard during the spring of 2024. And that's your Disney news right there. Whew. A lot going on. Lots of plans in the House of Mouse. So we're going to move on now to the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. It is offering a deal on admission. Kids can get in free this month. During September 2023, kids ages from 3 to 11 can get free admission with a paying adult. And I think an adult ticket is around $75. Up to 3 complimentary children's admissions are available per adult purchase. Here's something from Busch Gardens, Tampa. Spooktacular is back. The Halloween event features family-friendly activities and offerings during the day on select dates. It will run Saturdays and Sundays through October 29th, as well as Monday, October 30th, and Tuesday, October 31st. Visitors can enjoy trick-or-treating, character interactions, story time, and more with that spooktacular offering. SeaWorld Hallowstream has started. It's an after-hours, separately ticketed Halloween event. It's running on select nights now through October 31st. Nikki and I were there opening night. SeaWorld hooked up a scare cam to Nikki as she went through one of the houses. I believe it was Delirium 666 Laboratories. So if you have not seen that video of our night at Hallowstream, there is a link to it in the description box. Always so much fun to watch Nikki get scared. Check out that video after this. And now we're going to have a short little Rixverse update. You know, I've got a lot of stuff going on. And as you can see, the weekly roundup is, I think, pretty much back to being a taped video instead of doing a live weekly roundup. Seems like a good portion of the viewers prefer it that way, which, you know, it just happens to work out. It seems like all the time when I do something and then I try something new with it, like half the viewers like the new change and half don't. So I'm trying to make everyone happy. So the weekly roundup, what you're watching right now, where I just kind of tell you the news, what's been going on in the theme parks, it will be a taped recording. I will only go live with the weekly roundup on certain occasions, most likely when I'm pressed for time during some week, then we'll go live, but it should primarily be a taped offering for you guys on the YouTube channel RixFlix. But for those of you who like a live studio show, I'm not gonna leave you high and dry. We are developing something brand new. I haven't worked out the name yet, but it's gonna be something like Coffee and Conversation or Coffee and Questions with Rick, something like that. I'm working out the details. So most likely, I'm going to have to move, I think, the weekly roundup to perhaps like to post on Saturdays. I haven't worked out the details yet. Move the taped weekly roundup to Saturdays. And the new live show, Coffee and Conversation, Coffee and Questions, whatever it ends up being, I think will be the Sunday morning show. But like I said, everything is still being developed. The new show will be home to a question and answer segment, hence why I may call the show Coffee and Questions. And to submit a question for the weekly roundup and the new show, because until I get the new show up and running, I'll do questions and answers here on the weekly roundup. So to submit a question, you need to go to the new updated website, which is RixFlixEmporium.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage and fill out the little question submission form. And while you're on the website, check it out, explore. There's more than just there's more to that website than kind of you would imagine. It's pretty much like the old website, my RixFlix, but changed just slightly. So there's more to do on there than what you think. Go check it out. Just go explore the RixFlix Emporium. And if you have a question, then just scroll down to the bottom of the homepage and fill out your little submission form. But until the new show is fully developed, I will do some questions and answers right now. First question is from David. I'm going in December 3rd through the 9th. I'm assuming, David, you're referring to Universal. When do you think the holiday tours will go on sale? Any rumors of any new offerings this year for Christmas time at the parks? Thanks. I haven't heard any rumors on the new offerings. I don't think if there are new offerings, it's going to be anything big. Might be some little tweaks. I think it's going to be pretty much as we've had in the past, unless they do tweak one or two little offerings. And when that information is released to the press and stuff like that, I will share that information. But as of right now, I don't have any information on any new holiday offerings. As far as when the holiday tours will go on sale, provided they still do the holiday tours, that could be one of the tweaks. Like maybe they drop it. I don't know. Let's see. Halloween Horror Nights goes until November 4th. Now, obviously, Islands of Adventure, they can start prepping for the Christmas holidays way before that because there's nothing Halloween at Islands of Adventure. But Studios has to have Halloween stuff through November 4th, and I would imagine on November 5th, they start taking down Halloween stuff, start moving HHN props, and start prepping for Christmas decor. I think at best they can have it ready in a week, but let's give them 2. So that would mean the holiday season and offerings would start around mid-November. Let's just say the 15th, right around there. So I would expect maybe if they're going to do some type of a holiday tour or sell those, mid-October. And this is David, just purely me speculating and trying to apply logic to how they may do things. Next, we have Jackie. It says, coming over the 18th of September, #solo trip. Is the Universal photo package worth getting? That's a tough one. I don't know your budget for how much you want to spend while you're visiting Universal. I like the photo package for families. I do. You get, there's several spots where photographers will take pictures of you throughout the park. You get the on-ride photos. Now, for a solo person, I don't know. It's just like, how much do you value, pictures of yourself at Universal and pictures of yourself on rides? So, for a family, I definitely would recommend it. That's just based on my own history of having a family and growing up here in the theme parks. I just don't know if it was me going on a solo trip, I cannot imagine myself doing the photo package. For me, I would do it for my family, but I don't quite know your situation. But if you have the budget for it and you want them, do it. But personally, I would not go out of my way for a solo trip for them. But your situation, may be a little different than what I imagine. Jordan with a question says, I know you said you don't watch other theme park vloggers as a theme park vlogger yourself, but are there any in particular that you enjoy running into while in the parks? I'm sure it happens from time to time. You're right. I don't watch theme park videos anymore. Now, I did, 6-7 years ago when I was first starting. But then at that time, I was only doing like one video a week. I do so much theme park stuff now in real life in the parks. And then, of course, I've got to come back here to the studio and edit what I just did in real life. So I see a lot of theme park stuff on my own, so I don't watch a lot. And plus, I don't want to be tempted to copy anything that someone else is doing. Like, I could watch someone and, oh, well, that's cool. I need to do that. I want to just have my content be the way I want it and do it the way I do it, and not be tempted to copy anyone, for one thing. And as far as YouTube is concerned, I like history stuff. Weird History is one of my favorite channels on YouTube. It gives you just like any type of history, but it kind of does it in a sarcastic and funny form, along with like giving you real knowledge about history. And I'm fascinated with the universe. So I watch a lot of things on space and science, and the universe, it just fascinates me. So that's my YouTube habits, the things I like to watch. But as far as running into people, yeah, I run into all the usual suspects you would imagine. Which do I enjoy? I don't want to say the most, but I don't want to, if anyone else is watching, like, oh, you don't enjoy me, Rick? I enjoy everyone, running into everyone. Everyone's super nice. I think probably Jackie, because she puts up with my jokes and my teasing. Usually when I run into Jackie of Super Enthused, I got some type of little joke, or I tease her about something, and she's very receptive to my sense of humor and teasing her. So that's always fun. So I like running. And she's probably the person I run into the most. And Danny with a question says, we need a long-awaited sequel to your Bean Boozled video from years ago. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So I think what I'm going to do, Danny, occasionally what I do is I do something called a back in the day replay, where I post in the community tab and I think on Instagram an old video from the past. So I think I will, this upcoming week, do a back in the day replay of the Bean Boozled video, but I'll have to have a conversation with Nikki, who's off doing something extra right now for the channel, if we want to do that again. But in the meantime, for those of you who haven't seen it, you know what? I'll put a link to it in this video, hopefully. Call me out if I forget, and then I'll do a back in the day replay so that it's out there a little more for people. But I currently don't have plans for that, but who knows? Dylan with a question says, hey, Rick, I know I'm a guy who loves going to Universal Orlando so much, but how important is it to plan a trip to Universal from start to finish? For those who come a lot, I don't think you need to plan from start to finish. Just have you kind of innately know the things you want to do. Now, for first timers, I think it is a little more important to plan. You don't, you're not as familiar with the park, don't know the lay of the land. That's why my videos help you kind of get to know the parks and give you some ideas of how you want to prioritize stuff. For example, the Mummy ride, high priority. Fast and Furious Supercharged, low priority. Now, I'm not saying don't do Fast and Furious. I'm just saying, in fact, you know what? If you don't come often, I want you to do everything. It's just, I try to help you prioritize. And I think I am coming up with something, and I know I have a lot on my plate. I think I am coming up with something to kind of help people plan. That's another thing I have in the hopper. But if you're coming a lot, you don't need to plan start to finish. And I don't think anyone needs to plan exactly start to finish, but they do have to have kind of an outline of the most important things and kind of know how to prioritize their time in the park. And the last question is from Anna. It says, hey, Nikki. And I'm sorry Nikki's not here. She's off creating, I think, a More You Know video about something like I don't think anyone has ever really shown. So should be a nice video that she gets up hopefully within a week. She's very busy too. But your question is, hey, Nikki, I've noticed your Etsy shop is doing really well and thought about how cool it would be if you made videos about how to start a small business as a fellow artist who is a little intimidated by the whole process. That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, right now I'm going to say we're like this. We're like this with our knowledge and what we offer. Now, we are working on something that's going to grow from this to like this. Hopefully by, a year from now, we'll have a lot more knowledge to share. And then I'm uncertain about where I would post that video. The channel, the Rix Flix channel, it seems like anytime I deviate from Universal, views aren't as good as Universal views. And that's if I do something that still is like tourist related. So to do something totally not related to tourism, I don't think it would do very well. It could eventually, though, down the line, years from now, could be another channel in the Rixverse. But we still have a lot to learn ourselves. We have pretty much just started our journey as a small business that has a YouTube channel. But could be something down the line. Another offering in the Rixverse. We'll see. So don't forget, at 4:25 today, if you're watching this on Sunday, September 10th, I will be live on the Rix Fins channel. Hang out with me during the Dolphins-Chargers game. Until then, don't miss the magic. Don't miss the fun. Click that subscribe button.